Hey, welcome back to Vox Terra. If you haven't done so, please subscribe, click that notification bell. So one of my viewers told me their kids said, you gotta check out this Grub Hub ad. And that it's weird, disturbing, yet captivating. Thought, you know what? I'll check it out. And I'm now going to critique that ad for its implications on society. How Grubhub exposes the disturbing nature of American consumer capitalist culture and manipulation. So yes, I'm going to have a little fun with this one, but I hope you'll still find it insightful. First, you'll notice when you watch the ad, the actors or the computer animated characters, in addition to being sort of googly-eyed, are somewhat chubby and you could call them out of shape. However, let me make it clear, I'm not into body shaming or any of that kind of thing. I firmly believe that people can be very thin and yet only thin because they're possibly doing amphetamines, or they could be quite chubby and in quite good shape because they're eating lots of healthy foods and exercising. So, but just to stick with the narrative, let's just say they're googly-eyed and out of shape. Googly-eyed and out of shape. And they're out of shape courtesy of big agriculture, right? Haven't we heard that big agriculture is sort of feeding the American public and maybe a lot of the world's public on a diet of highly processed foods that aren't good for them. They're getting a lot of empty calories, never satisfied, always wanting to consume more. But not just more food, just consume more to fill that empty void that a consumer capitalist culture provides them with. Now these characters, these animations, are having to order from Grubhub because they're stressed in this rat race that they're trapped in of having to buy and sell and just keep up. And now the dad character in it, so relieved he has his Grubhub, he doesn't have to cook for his kid now. But it's coming in most likely that Grubhub delivery is coming in petrochemical-based plastic packaging, which, it's, when they talk about plastic packaging, well, we're not just talking about the sea turtles, which I do care about, we're talking about us. That plastic manufacturing is pumping the earth full of carcinogens and greenhouse gases. Yet we make more and more and more of it over my whole lifetime. And it's delivered, most likely, by an internal combustion engine, someone driving around burning fossil fuels. Now, if they're driving an EV, all the better, but it's still extra driving and extra energy consumption. And again, they're having to do this because everybody's so stressed they got to order takeout so they can then keep a job that's probably, somewhat meaningless. So how are most of our lives really being geared towards? How is this economy, this consumer capitalist economy, which is subsidized by the government? Remember, it's not really a free market, and I don't think it ever really could be. How is it steering our lives towards anything very meaningful? Sure, some people like their jobs, God bless them. But for a lot of us, we feel very low on the meaning totem pole. And even people who do feel meaningful, maybe just because it's going well there. As most of us, how are we really gearing up? How are our employment? How is it really benefiting the long-term survival of the species? Are we employed towards, regreening? Are we employed towards organic agriculture? Are we employed towards figuring out how we're going to reduce all of this packaging? Or are we part of creating more packaging? Are we part of more synthetics and more toxins? And how are we employed towards, and here I differ from a lot of environmentalists, but how are we even employed towards anything to do with exploring and getting beyond Earth and settling space? Again, there I differ with a lot of people, but I think we should at least be trying. So, the Grubhub ad, in conclusion, highlights the rat race, consumer capitalism, and how it is both making us out of shape, denying our lives of meaning, and that's what it's doing. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that critique of the Grubhub ad. And if you did, please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so. Please click that notification bell. Please click that like button. And consider PayPal, Patreon, and Until next time, as always, peace be with you.